Buenas todos. Muchas gracias por invitarme, dear professors and colleagues. Thank you guys very much for having me here. My name is Bingnan Gong. I'm working in CUPES, which named Capital University of Physical Education and Sports. I am a lecturer at football teaching and research section in this university, and I'm very happy and honored to be here to share my views about my researches. My topic today is network of match performance in Chinese Football Super League. This topic is still working on and not finished yet, but I'd like to receive some new insights from you guys, okay? So first of all, we can find that here are several hot topics and practical trend related to sports performance analysis in China in recent years. And you can see that the Chinese Football Association, School Football Administration Office, and more professional football clubs and youth clubs are paying more attention to sports performance analysis. And you can find that, for example, CFA conducted a project of program for the national teams. They want to have their own playing styles, just like the question which conducted by the students. And in 2018, the CFA first discussed the national team technical and tactical playing style in their annual work plan, which held a big seminar for the whole country in order to unify the technical development strategy and also the playing style. Well, over the years, performance analysis has dramatically grown and played an important role in soccer science. And no matter on the pitch or off the pitch, currently for our researchers, before doing a research, we all need to face the problem of data resource. Now we are accessible for the notational data and the tracking data, no matter in the match or in the training. We can conduct various study of match analysis, such as KPIs, match demands, playing style, evolution. Obviously, my colleagues does better than me, but currently I'm working on research of identifiability and consistency in SCSL team from the perspective of complex networks. And I will talk about it later. Okay, the point I want to mention is that the challenge we faced, because the multiple data resource and huge amount of various type of data, how can we evaluate the performance with this data? Okay. About the research line, with the help of my Professor Miguel, Javier, Yo-Yo, and Joe and Cui, we are working on the historical database for CSL. You can find the technical performance, tactical performance, and running performance data. And we are doing the coding and also classification of this data. Okay. But before the doing a research, firstly, data resource is very important, and the quality of data is really important. So we need to make sure the accuracy and the validity of this data is ensured. So the first thing I did is to verify the validity and reliability of the system. Beside the data resource from AMISCO, we also get the data resource from ChempDAS system. And I think most of the Chinese students know more about the ChempDAS system, right? And so we did the research of validity and reliability. Okay. So the validity was evaluated from expert opinion, and the reliability is consisted two parts, which is which is reliability and inter-reliability. And it's also the foundation for our future further study. Okay, here is our second study, which is as we all know, the ball possession, the analysis of ball possession during the soccer match has become a popular research topic. And because it's closely related to the team's playing style and even linked to the team's success. So we all know that playing style, two different playing style, which is direct play and indirect play, and also named possession play, right? So the current research suggests that the greater possession does not guarantee winning. However, it helps set the pace and the rhythm of the game, and more importantly, forces the opponent to increase their physical efforts and fatigue. So our study is that in the past, in the previous study, most of the the studies focused on the two different type of ball possession, such as high possession of ball possession and lower percentage of ball possession. But how about the quintile regression? We didn't do that before. So the current study, our study aims to examine the relationship between KPS and ball possession in CSL and identify the most suitable analysis model, the relationship in the Chinese Super League. So we found that the technical physical KPIs are related to the match demands under different ball possession status, and compared to the MLR model, the QR model identified additional physical KPIs, which are sprint effort, high-speed running effort, high-intensity running effort, and match location at the 75th quintile, which influenced ball possession. The result suggests that QR modeling is a potential superior tool to support the coaches to optimizing their training preparation and match play styles. So let's move to the third study. About the third study, I would like to thank Professor Javier and Miguel and Joe for their selfless help and support. And based on the previous studies, the data sample for example, in La Liga, we can say for sure that in the top ranked teams did have better consistency and identifiability across the season. About the definition of the consistency, which is for each team, which measures how similar the organization of the pitch passing network is during the season. In the contrast, or we can step further, we define a parameter called team identifiability, which is come from the neuroscience. So we analyze the identifiability about how different pitch passing network are from the rest of the teams. So it's different, and we can find these two figures. And the left figure, we showed an example of player passing network obtained during the match between Beijing Guan and Qingdao Huanghai during the season of 2018. So you can find the big nodes and the small nodes, which is the player, which is the player network nodes. And in the right figure, we obtained the pitch networks of a team during a whole season. So for each game, the pitch was divided into many areas of different size. So we can find this figure is about we can see the left figure shows the ranking of global identifiability of Chinese football teams. You can find that Beijing Guan is leading the ranking. And we all know that Beijing Guan has very strong home advantage in their stadium. And also they have the very clear, playing style in the Super League. And also we can find that as the lowest position, we can find respectively Chongqing Lifan, Henan Jianye, and Guizhou Hengfeng. At that season, Guizhou Hengfeng was regulated to the second division. And in the right figure, we can find that the consistency of Chinese teams playing the Super League from 2014 and 2018, and we can find that the consistency of the 10 teams that maintained the category. We can find the right lines, which is about the horizon lines, indicating the median, the range of the 25% to 75% quintile, and the highest and the lowest values. So we proposed the pitch passing network is to quantify the consistency and identifiability of Chinese football teams in CSL, which can provide a comprehensive insight and facilitate the understanding, of the complexity of the team collective behaviors. Well, about my university, okay. Well, I will have a brief introduction of my university. Well, CUPS is the only sports university affiliated to the Beijing government, and it was founded in 1956 and was formerly known as Beijing PE Teacher College. So we have over 85% of PE teachers in primary and secondary schools in Beijing graduated from CUPS. So we are very good at physical education in China. So moreover, on February 24th, 2020, the International Olympic Committee approved and agreed to rely on the CUPS to establish Beijing Institute for International Olympic Studies. So we have another channel to cultivate our graduates. So about the cooperation intention, and for example, some joint, we want to develop the relationship with universities from Spain, and such as joint research project and academic papers in sports performance analysis, and also some MOU agreement, memorandum of understanding agreements, and visiting scholar, academic exchange. And our university can offer the government scholarship for Spanish students. So we are very welcome to welcome our Spanish students. And also we also have the program which named the Belt and Road Initiative in Sports. Additional some joint bachelor, master, PhD degree education, especially in physical education. We have very strong will to to have this cooperation. Okay, thanks for listening. And if you have any question, please feel free to reach out to me with any needs. Okay.